Hey, this is Irvin Griffin. I've been trying to avoid talking about this, but I got to speak on this. This is Jordan Myles. Diehard fans might know him as ACH on the Independents. I have to admit, very talented man, very talented brother. But you've probably heard this controversy. It's over this t-shirt. Now, he claims that WWE is racist and that it's doesn't care about black people. Well, and there's the shirt that you see here next to his image. Here's my thing. Jordan Myles, and this is just an ugly shirt in my opinion. If anything, he should have crapped about the design. But here's the thing. He approved this design. And honestly, saying that it's black, this is just an ugly shirt in my opinion. But he tried to be on his Kanye West and says the WWE doesn't care about black people. Now, granted, WWE does have a very suspect history when it comes to minorities in general. Hello, see the Asians, see the Latinos. I mean, who was that group? The Mexicools a few years ago used to have them come down to the ring on lawnmowers. Or look at all the bad Asian stereotypes they put on their wrestlers over the years that happen to be of some kind of Asian descent or Oriental descent. And let alone black folks. I mean, I'm not going to deny it for 1 second. Even I've been critical of it. But this one, I can kind of see it, but it's a stretch. It's reaching a bit. But that's not my real problem with this guy. This is my real problem. You see this tweet scrolling down. You can read it as it scrolls, man. Is when he calls out his old company, ROH, Ring of Honor. And he calls out he calls this guy right here, Jay Lethal. You might remember him from TNA as Black Machismo, who has achieved pretty good success in ROH as both their television champion and world heavyweight champion. He calls him out of his name, calls him an Uncle Tom, when I've never even heard rumor of this man being like this. And furthermore, Jay Lethal has nothing, even if he has nothing to do with your situation right now in the WWE right now. And furthermore, Titus O'Neil even called him out, even said, your problem with WWE is one thing, but why are you bringing in another dude that has nothing to do with the situation? And rumor has it, MVP, you remember him a few years ago? MVP even contacted Jordan Myles, and shortly afterwards, this tweet that I just showed a copy of got taken down off of his Twitter page. And that's one of my biggest problems. Well, actually, I got two big problems. This is my first one. You're going to involve, even if it's true about Jay Lethal, you're going to call another brother out of his name, and you're going to involve him in a situation that has nothing to do. You sound like sour grapes. It sounded like hating. I mean, you could be even a better athlete than Jay Lethal and everything. And personally, I think in-ring wise, he is more talented than Jay Lethal ever was. Here's the thing. Jay Lethal sells tickets for ROH. ACH, with due respect, you don't. And really, how come you're not saying this about Bobby? Because you was there in TNA for a spell too. But you're not calling out MVP. You're not calling out Bobby Lashley. And they were there at the same time too. And Bobby Lashley was being pushed to the moon, being pushed way better than he has been in WWE. Even though he is getting more attention with the Lana situation, but that's a whole nother story. I don't see you calling out them. Just saying. And this just felt like a cheap shot. But here's my other big problem with this guy. This is my next big problem. He talks all this junk about WWE and ROH, yet you're still in that business. And on top of that, you trying to tell a t-shirt saying, you'll see it in a second, says all money goes towards the ADAA Foundation. And one of my friends found out what that foundation is, what it probably is, and he still has been vague about what he's talking about when he said, because there's a lot of groups that goes under those initials, and he goes WTF I need the money for, which is acronym for what the I need money for. But you see this shirt going F racism, watch wrestling. What? Make this make sense. You trying to be a pseudo pro-black and you just sounding pro-ignorant, if I can quote Amazing Lucas. And this is what my friend came up with. The Art Dealers Association of America. See, this is the one that kept coming up the most. But there's actually a lot of groups with those initials. But still, bruh. ADAA, that could be anything. Dude, at least be up front, man. You starting to make Virgil look good. This is you mean you call Jay Lethal Uncle Tom, but you the one hustling. You starting to make even Virgil look good, because at least Virgil admits he a buck dancer. At least he admits he hustles for cash and he wears it like a badge. You, on the other hand, trying to act like you fighting for justice, but you really fighting for yourself. Is what you doing. You fighting for yourself. And that's all well and good, but good grief, bruh, this ain't the way to do it, man. I mean, I know I criticized the New Day I'll go ahead and say it, having a dancing gimmick, but at least they made it work, man. They turned crap into sugar, at least. Same thing for a while with, well, even she's still doing it, Sasha Banks. How much crap have they given her over the years, and she's still turning it into sugar, whether it's on her own or with Bailey? Just saying. But this dude thinks somehow he's supposed to be handed this. And I'm sorry, that shirt, at best, that's an ugly shirt. That's what you should be mad about, instead of claiming that it's racist, man. This dude, oh my God. Well, what y'all think down in the comment section? I'm out.